Hey guys, what is up? Dave coming back with a new video for you all, and today I'm making a video about Lucky Patcher. This is a program that I've actually not seen a lot of videos on, or an application actually rather, for Android that I haven't seen a lot of videos on that nobody really goes through and explains what Lucky Patcher actually can be used for. Lucky Patcher is actually a very universal application. I usually recommend it to anybody who has rooted apps or rooted device. You can also use it on non-rooted devices, but the features are very limited. But the best uses of Lucky Patcher are honestly for tweaking applications. There's custom patches. You can actually remove Google ads. You can remove license verifications. You can do in-app purchase hacking if it works with that app. It'll tell you if there's custom patches available for your system. So as you can see here, I have a custom patch available for the Google Play Store. So if I go in and I go menu of patches, it's going to tell me, hey, this is part of the operating system. Do you want to tweak it? I'm going to click yes because obviously I want to. Now the screen is a little messed up because I'm running this in an emulator, so it's not perfect. But this is pretty much everything. There's multi-patch, so I can actually add multiple patches in the same single patching time frame. The custom patches I was just talking about, I can remove license verifications, remove all the advertisements. I can add the support for in-app and LVL emulation, so that would be in-app hacks like in-app purchases. And I can actually create an APK that's modified with any of these options. So we're going to look at the custom patches available for all this. So from 4pda.ru, this is a patch that disables the auto update of the Android market, as you can see. So this is just another one. Disables app removal on refund. Keeps refunded apps. I mean, that's a pretty cool feature. But, that's the great thing about Lucky Patcher is you can go in, you can remove ads, so like I'll go in, I'll modify, I'll do CSR2 because I'm going to be erasing this anyway. So as you can see, you can go app info. That'll just take you right to the app info section of that app. You can launch the app, you can close the application. That's like a force close, kind of like your Control-Alt-Delete on your Windows computer. The menu of patches, there's different tools, uninstall app and clear data, or move to SD card and manage the app. So first of all, app info, like I said, takes you to the information about the app where everything is going to really be. The area where the APK is, the data path, how it's unmodified and ODEX file cannot be found. And then the permissions for CSR2 are all here. Then from there, go back. I can launch the app, close the app. Let's see. Let's remove all the Google ads. So let's actually patch. There's turn off, patch, and disable. Turn off means it basically just does that's the feature you use if you're not rooted. Basically, it just sort of emulates a VPN, so to speak. Basically adds a VPN, so when the app is running, there's no ads. That's kind of the idea behind it. Disabling the ad activities physically disables any ad activity on the actual application. And then patch to remove is the one I always recommend. Tons of things that you can find. So it will remove any HTTP links and add them to a text file. It will minimize the ad size. You can actually make the ad size 0. I usually click this one because this takes the... if you leave this one, it'll make the box smaller. So it'll be like a little black box where the ad used to be versus this is literally the box is gone. So I always use that. You can corrupt the ad receiver. So this tries to break the Google Ads obtaining mechanism. Using this sometimes crashes the app, but not always, so it's worth trying. Black rectangles that cover banners and stuff like that. So this basically adds that black rectangle, making the app offline. So this makes the add modules actually think the application is offline. Your device isn't connected to a network or data network. Useful stuff here. And then remove the Google Play dependencies. Make fully offline. So this will make the APK, like if I ran make fully offline on Racing Rivals, the app wouldn't launch because you need network capability to actually use the app. And then you can apply it to the Dalvik cache, back up the APK file, or clear the Dalvik cache. So these are the ones that I primarily use, is just remove the links, make it null or 0, corrupt the ad receiver, offline patch, and other patches. So click apply. It'll go through. Depending on the power of your device is how long this will take. This is on a Windows computer emulating Android, so it's not going to be the fastest. But, I mean, I'm going to let it go through. But I do, while this is running, where did Discord go? So Discord's open in the background. I want to give a big shout out to somebody here. This guy, Eshu. I feel like I just sneezed. But I want to give a big shout out to this guy. So I was making some jokes about making the license plate on my new car TechX. And people started asking me, what's the price of you doing that? What's the price of you doing that? We'll donate so you can do it. And I was not expecting to reach the donation goal that I kind of had in my head of $50 from one person. So, my new license plate for my new car is going to be TechX, and it's all because of this guy. So, big shout out to this guy. And honestly, shout out to, I don't want to butcher your name, so I'm not going to say it. I can't pronounce things. I suck. But he's thinking about donating too. He's been talking, we've been chatting a lot in the Discord. And, nice guy all around. And he was going to donate as well. But, I understand when the ECU goes out on your car, that kind of sucks. Keep your money, fix your car. That thing's nice, dude. 200 SX is what I believe I read up in the comments there. Really nice freaking car, man. But anyway, guys, thank these, these two, they deserve the big shout out. Come on. These two guys, they deserve the big shout out here. So, thank you to both of them. This guy, monster. But anyway, back to this. So now that the ads have been removed, that means that, I won't see advertisements in the APK anymore. Now, sometimes you will just because they're built into the actual C# code of CSR2. Those I can't really remove. I have to go in and physically make an APK mod to do that. But some of the other things you can actually do with Lucky Patcher, you can do switches. So these actually control the license verification emulation. This will turn on or off the in-app purchase hack proxy server for Google Play. So you can actually try to get cheaper prices for in-app hacks. That's a video I'll make another time. Auto backup APK files, things like that. There's so many options in Lucky Patcher. It's amazing. Now, Toolbox is where we'll go. So this will be boot list. No. I've actually never used that. I don't know what it does. But batch operations, you can back up all APKs selected, move them to the SD card, uninstall selected apps, enable and disable apps, integrate, update to system selected apps. You can block ads system-wide. You can remove all saved purchases. That's not something I'm going to do. So basically, what remove all saved purchases does, basically, when you get that pop-up for the in-app purchase hack, there's going to be a save, so it does the same settings every time sort of box. So when you know it works, just click that checkbox, and it'll make it so Lucky Patcher knows, hey, this is the setting to run. That way you can literally just spam touch, and you have, infinite money or whatever you bought. Directory binder. Never messed with that. I'll have to mess with it. Patch to Android is very important because this is the one that we have to do on rooted devices in order to install modified APKs that are not re-signed. But you can actually go in, you can remove these patches if need be. Well, these are the ones you have to apply to use modified APKs on rooted devices that are not signed. Or re-signed, I should say. Then there's test modded Google Play, install modded Google Play. It'll tell you the... I don't feel like doing that right now. It'll tell you the features of the modded Google Play. Usually features of a modded Google Play Store are going to be no removal of purchased apps. So if you go in, purchase an app, then refund your money, you still get to keep the app. In-app purchase hacks to work system-wide. Level emulation work system-wide, so that's like serial code checking and all that. There's a bunch of other things that you'll sometimes find. There will be people that'll go as far as even modding the look of the Google Play Store, so it'll have like a dark theme or something like that. And then you can ODEX all systems apps. Basically, this is just, it makes the apps faster. And then select default install location for apps and a reboot button. There's also a search. If you click search, that just adds a search bar up here so you can search your installed applications. There's backups. I don't have any backups using Lucky Patcher, so it's not going to add any. And then rebuild and install. So this is going to be where if I had any kind of APKs here, I could actually modify them and use them. It is possible to browse the... oh, come on, just go away. It is possible to browse what you have as far as custom patches. Basically, you tap this, and it'll actually tell you here. LuckyPatchers.com is where you want to go for any Lucky Patcher download. I should have said that. Talking Tom patches and OTA update patches and all that. There's so much you can do with it. You really have to mess with it. You can download every single custom patch. That way you don't have to worry about missing anything. I already did that. And Google Play is going to mark Lucky Patcher as a dangerous app to have installed and going to ask you to uninstall it, like 5-6 times a day. Lucky Patcher will give you a pop-up that'll ask you, hey, do you want to disable this warning system? And then you can disable it and you don't have to worry about it. But other than that, Lucky Patcher is pretty straightforward, pretty easy to use. If you have any questions about Lucky Patcher or what you can do with it, let me know in the comments and I'll try to answer them the best I can. I've been using Lucky Patcher since it came out. I love the system. It's just easy to use, and I always recommend it to anybody who has a rooted application. But if you guys want me to go over any other rooted applications that I personally use, give a walkthrough tutorial and explanation as to why I use it, let me know in the comments. I'm up for doing rating reviews of root applications and things like that if you guys are willing to listen to me and take recommendations. So anyway, guys, I'll talk to you in a future video. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Peace out.